This is one of the most anticipated brand new four-wheel drives that I can remember in a long time. It's called the Ineos Grenadier, and we've finally got our hands on one. Now, this vehicle was designed as a concept to counter the criticisms from hardcore off-roaders that modern off-roaders are just too soft, too fat, and too suburban. But this is different. From its 3 differential locks to its live front and rear axles, from its hose-out interior to its tilt slab styling, this thing is all about getting man or woman as far into the bush as anyone has ever been, then having a picnic and coming home again. The question is, does all that hardcore off-road sensibility compromise the vehicle in every other area? Well, let's find out. The Grenadier range kicks off at $109,000 for the 2-seat utility wagon in base model trim. From there, you go up to either TrialMaster or Fieldmaster trim levels at an identical $122,000. The station wagon version with extra windows and 5 seats is next, with the base version hitting showrooms at $110,000 and the TrialMaster and Fieldmaster at $123,000 apiece. The TrialMaster is aimed at serious off-road adventurers, while the Fieldmaster is designed to tempt those who want a bit more luxury. As a result, the latter gets the twin front sunroofs, carpet, 18-inch alloys versus 17s, a better stereo, leather trim and heated front seats. That leaves the TrialMaster with dual batteries, KO2 all-terrain tyres, front and rear differential locks and a hose-out interior. This spec variation applies equally to the utility wagon and station wagon variants. Check the written review at carsguide.com.au for the full story. The broad idea of the Grenadier was to offer a no-frills, no-nonsense off-roader, just like the old days. The reality is that safety standards and real-world customer demand have skewed that a little, but not enough to take the hard edge off the end result. So, forget about unitary construction, independent suspension, and mamby-pamby stuff like a vanity mirror on the back of the sun visor. Instead, you get a ladder chassis with a separate body on top, live axles front and rear, a centre differential lock, and old-fashioned hydraulic powered steering. The detail stuff is amazing too, with a roof you can stand on, front wings that form workbenches, switches high and dry in the roof space, and even a ladder for accessing that roof. It's all designed to go farther into the scrub than anything this side of an army bushmaster, and importantly, you get to go home again afterwards. And the Ineos was born to be accessorised. You can lose hours on the online configurator. Accommodation is pretty good in the front, with large chairs, made by Recaro as a matter of fact, and just enough glass area to stop it feeling claustrophobic. It's okay in the rear seat as well too, with decent comfort, even if the door openings feel a bit small. The footprint of the Grenadier dictates that it's not as huge inside in the cargo area as some, and we wonder about some of the hard plastics and how they'll hold up to hard use. The load area also features lots of tie-down points, but the 30-70 split rear door seems a bit on the narrow side when you're only opening the small side to access gear. The base model also misses out on auxiliary power outlets in the rear too. The Ineos Grenadier is available with 2 engine choices. There's a 3-litre straight 6 petrol with 210 kilowatts and 450 newton metres, and a 3-litre straight 6 turbo diesel with 183 kilowatts and 550 newton metres. Now what's interesting is that Ineos yet doesn't have an engine plant, so they've had to borrow an engine from someone else. And they're very happy to tell you that that someone else was BMW. And I mean, why wouldn't they brag about it? It's got a BMW engine. The gearbox is a ZF 8-speed automatic. And the other interesting thing is, regardless of which engine you want, they're the same price. Good deal. Driving the Grenadier